Today we are at Animal Kingdom and we are going to show you feathered friends in flight. We've been here one time to the show. It was good. We didn't film the whole thing really. You absolutely love birds, so I know you're looking forward to this.
So much.
No, you hate birds, but not
I hate them. I'm scared of them.
Yeah, you keep a distance from them. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Looking forward to it. Let's go check it out. Currently outside of Animal Kingdom, I just want to show you there is not one single cloud in the sky right now. Not one. Wherever you look. Now it's currently about 3 o'clock and one of the shows is at 3:30. That might be the last show in the day. So that's where we're heading to now. I'll give you a little rundown on where this show is located. And it is perfect out. Days like today, reason we came to Animal Kingdom, just so fun to walk around, see the animals, and enjoy the beautiful Florida weather. For the most part, you can either go left or right when you see the tree. I think today we will choose right, just make a right-hand turn. Head this way. Oh wow, there's a lot of people over here. Holy cow. But when you see it's tough to be a bug, Dino Land, you can head left right here if we can get across all these people. This way. As we head this way, you will see Asia, which that means you're heading the right way. Pass by this Adventures outpost. There's a Coca-Cola like little building up here where you can get frozen Cokes. Keep going, then we'll take a left. Here's that Coca-Cola place I was referring to. Right up here on the left, you can actually see the sign, Feathered Friends in Flight. To the left. We did do a video on it, but in that video we did a bunch of other stuff. I like doing videos that just show one event instead of like a full day at Disney, so that's why we're doing this. Got about, I don't know, 20 minutes before the show starts. Oh, there's... Is that a line? That's a line for something. I don't know if it's for... You can do a lightning lane here. I don't know if that's for the lightning lane or not. We'll go check it out. But right here we have... Shows the show, 3:30. So they do have a lightning lane entry. And the other lane is not lightning lane. It's 3:06 and they are now letting people in, so that's pretty good timing for us. Last time we did sit kind of in the back, so I'm not sure where we're going to be today, but they do have birds fly over the top of you, which for you, not a big fan of, huh? Very fun though. Please sit anywhere, they just said. And this is what the theater looks like. You can sit anywhere, maybe right over here.
Anywhere it's not reserved.
Yeah, anywhere not reserved. Last time we did, and it still might fill up, but last time we were here, we sat like over there because it was so crowded. But we have a pretty good seat. This is what it looks like. We actually are gonna make a slight adjustment on our seats. We're gonna be over here. This will be our view now. Got about 12 minutes before it starts. You can see there is a little bit more of a crowd, but still should be a good time. Just an update, 3:25. Today's the day to be here though. It's not really hot. I know the day we came, I think it was summer or something, and it was hot. It was very hot. So it's perfect weather. All right, it has started. Whoa.
Hello everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Feathered Friends in Flight. My name's Nathan. My name is Josh. And you just saw some amazing birds like that raven kind of walking around out here doing some cool things, but the best thing about this show is that we get to come out here and share amazing birds just like that with all of you out here every single day. We've done it every single day since the park opened. Yes, that's right. We started the show kind of a weird way because usually that little raven is named Denver, usually picks up this bottle and recycles it, but he said, no thanks, I'm not going to be environmentally conscious today. And that is okay. We are going to meet another bird called a trumpeter hornbill joining us momentarily. That's exactly right. And the cool thing about all these birds, even that raven you saw earlier, is they have adaptations, things that help them be really successful out in wild places. And birds just like this one right here, Daisy the trumpeter hornbill, her adaptation is agility. Lets them weave in and out of the trees in the forest exactly where they're found. And we were thinking we could get a nice closer look with all of you at that agility. And what we're going to need for that is 2 volunteers, ideally from the same group, that want to help us out and maybe be trees to show off that agility up close. Okay, and then put your arms like this and make a nice hoop. And that's going to kind of be our tree branches, our canopy. And we're going to see if Daisy can show that off. And you want to make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, nice. Really show off that agility.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Nice! And then, just like that. Thank you so much. Give a round of applause for our trees. And that was awesome. And that agility is incredible, like we were saying. But it doesn't end there. They can do things like fly up and catch insects straight out of the air.
We're going to show that off by shoving a grape into this toy rocket launcher! Thank you, the 2 people that went woo. Someone appreciates art. Does anybody want to launch a piece of fruit out of a little cannon? We ready?
Oh, we're ready.
Let's count him down in 3, 2, 1. Nice. I thought it was going to work.
That was amazing. And Daisy did an incredible job showing off the agility. She's making a couple more flights around. But Daisy, you know where you're going from here. Daisy the trumpeter hornbill. There's some birds like corvids, pied crows like this one, that have intelligence as an adaptation.
Yes, these pied crows often outsmart the trainers. And this is Tendo. He's one of the smartest birds you've ever met. He can show off how smart he is involving the help of another volunteer. This time we're looking for an adult volunteer, an adult who has a $1 bill after a full day in Disney World. Okay, and we've taught our crows who to fly to based on just holding that money. So I'm gonna give him a boost, and then he's gonna scan the audience. He's gonna fly out. He's gonna land on our volunteer. He's gonna steal our money, fly it back to me, and put it in my pockets. Nicely done. Tendo, buddy, you are so smart. And man, have a magical day. Does anybody else want to see what a crow will do for a $20 bill? I like the 4 kiddos in the back raising their hand, volunteering all of people's money. We appreciate it. We're just messing around. We are going to deliver your dollar right back to you via the bird. So if you want to stand back up, arm out, palm flat, Tendo will hopefully place it in your hand, and when he does, just wrap your fingers around it, okay? The dollar, not the bird, please. Landing in the hand. Have a round of applause.
So cool, and almost just as cool, watching someone get money back at the theme park. Yeah, that's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool to show off, but I was thinking, you know, we saw that kind of intelligence. Maybe we could mix it up a little bit and maybe move on to a hunter, a nighttime hunter. Do you guys want to see an owl fly?
Yeah.
Oh, and here's one right here.
Okay, Tendo, here's one more treat. I'm going to pass it through the turret to your buddy Sam. Okay, well, Tendo is going to be safe and sound back there. We are going to meet an owl.
Exactly. We're going to move on to what's even happening?
What is happening? Tendo is still running around back there too.
I saw that.
There's a lot going on back here.
Oh wow.
Tendo, it's time for you to make your Tendo. I don't know if you heard, but there's an owl coming.
An owl, a predator.
Yes. Are you folks familiar with the circle of life? That is not this show. That is an entirely different show, and we do not show that here. Tendo is going to search every spot in this entire theater. He's ever found a single tree. And now, there's our buddy Sam, going to hopefully secure Tendo so that we can safely bring out the owl.
Pretty soon, like we said, nighttime hunters like this one right here. This is Ollie, a milky eagle owl. Also, he's going to make another flight all the way across the audience, so have your phones and cameras out and ready as he flies right over your head. The coolest thing about these birds is, like I said, they are the best nighttime hunters that you can find out there in the wild. There's a lot of reasons for that, a lot of adaptations that owls like this have. And soon, he's going to make this incredible flight all the way across. There we go.
Right here, they kind of have certain coloration. It allows them to disappear into a lot of different backgrounds, but usually it's the forests they are hunting in, and that is the last thing that a rat or a mouse ever sees.
Their hearing is unbelievable, and their vision, they take in things like starlight, moonlight into those big eyes and light up their entire environment, making them once again the best nighttime hunters. But that was Ollie, the milky eagle owl.
Man, that was so cool.
So cool, right?
Yeah, so cool. And they're really, really highly specialized to hunt mice, right? Like that's like their job, and that's an important job to have in an ecosystem.
That's right, and it's so important that an owl that size, out in the wild can hunt up to 1,000 mice in a single year.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. It came in handy for us. We used to have rats and mice running around all over Animal Kingdom. It was like a full-blown infestation.
Yeah, well, you all heard about it. They were all over the place. Rats and mice could barely walk around. I know, without seeing them, but the cool thing is, I'm totally different.
Well, we brought in the owls, we brought in the hawks, and we haven't seen a rat or a mouse ever since.
That's exactly right. So basically, you can say that rat problem, it's behind us now.
I know, before we move on to our regularly scheduled programming, what if we changed it up a little bit? It's our last show of the day, last show for a while, because we're switching to these little pop-up shows for a little bit. What if we trained a raven in a show? You can kind of talk about training, and I can demo a little, like a station behavior or spin or something.
Okay, that's a great idea.
With pickles.
Pickles? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, here's the cool thing. All of the birds here, we work with them using something called positive reinforcement. And simply put, that means that when they do something we like, they get something they like in return. And everyone, this is Pickles. Pickles is a collared raven, really intelligent bird. But like I was saying, when they do the behaviors we want to see, like here on the rock, doing a spin, things like that, they get their favorite treats, rewards, food, things like that. That's kind of how we communicate with them on the behaviors that we want to see in the future. And that's how they kind of think about what they want to do, and not necessarily, more unwanted behaviors like going out, finding food, doing various things, which shouldn't be untying my shoe. It's weird, but hey, it's okay. I'll retie this, and positive reinforcement. Even though those unwanted behaviors happen, like I said, untying my shoe, or going out finding food, flying somewhere different, those happen. But when they do the behaviors that we want, they get treats for the behaviors we want and not behaviors we want. Josh.
Pickles, no.
Well, you're giving her proof that she's learning to untie.
Pickles, no.
We don't want to do this.
Pickles, don't do that.
Up here without her untying my shoes.
Oh no!
If I just cover up my
Okay, you don't have to cover up your shoes. That was really what is that? She had it in something.
No.
That was your mic. I don't know what to do actually. We can ask everyone. Katie is our sound tech. She looks mad at me. Everyone say hi, Katie. Weirdest thing just happened. Nathan's mic just spontaneously cut out. It was so weird. Do you think is there like a spare or something or a backup? That's right, it's right on the shelf in the blue room, right? So we can have someone bring it out for you and we can just keep going. What do you mean you'll go get it? Well, no, you can't. But no, it's a two-person show. No, Nathan, you can't just leave. Nathan, I'm not allowed to be out here by myself. Nathan, careful, your shoe's untied. Hello. Hi. We're hiring. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe we can change things up and I can find a bird I can do by myself. Hey, is anybody back here? There's like 800 people out here just kind of looking at me. Oh, right now, please. Okay, I appreciate you, Kayla. Thank you so much. Okay, Kayla is one of the great trainers backstage, and she is going to bring out Keto for us. Keto's one of my favorite birds in the world. And she is what you would call a talking parrot. So she's growing up around people. She's learned to mimic some human speech because her flock mates have been humans. So that's what the real function of the mimicry behavior is for, to talk to their flock mates and communicate. And when you grow up around people, you start to mimic some human speech. And Keto is one of the best in the world at it. So everyone, this is Keto. Can you give everybody a great big greeting? There's her little greeting. Pretty cute, huh? Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Yeah. Can you say hi? She can say hi. She's done shows for a while. She's like a veteran doing this show, so she's heard us introduce herself for a while, so she can introduce herself now. This is Keto. She's a double yellow-headed Amazon parrot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good at it. She can do some cool animal sounds. We can run through. How about the big scary tiger? One more. So scary, right? Absolutely terrifying. Yes, you are so scary. And if that was a little too scary, how about your kitty cat? Pretty cute. Yeah, we love that. This audience is great. Can you give them a kiss? There it is. Yeah, I know. It's super cute. She can do all sorts of fun stuff. But one thing she can do is sing an entire song. And that's all I'm going to say. You're probably going to watch her shake her head on the perch for a little bit. I'll hold the microphone. It'll probably take her 14 seconds to start singing, but when she does, it's pretty cute. What do you think, buddy? Let's sing. All you.
Old MacDonald had a farm. Hey-I! Hey-I! Oh, and on that farm had a hey-I! Oh, here, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm. Hey-I! Hey-I!
You are amazing, buddy, but we do have some other birds to meet, so I think it's time we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was Keto. Like I said, she is one of my favorite birds on the entire planet. How could she not be, right? She is just the cutest little thing, but all of that singing and talking stuff is really rare. Thank you, Kayla, for bringing her out. I appreciate you. And Nathan's back, everyone.
Hello, can you all hear me? Perfect. We're back in business.
I'm relieved. We brought out Keto to fill some time.
Yeah, great idea.
Thank you. I was just starting to say the singing and talking is really rare parrot behavior, and I want to make this clear. The common parrot behaviors make them, I would argue, the worst pets in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. They can be one of the most challenging pets you could ever bring into the home. And the behaviors that you're going to see in your home from parrots like that isn't usually singing like this. It's things like being destructive, tearing things apart, loud, screaming from sunrise to sunset. But the biggest one of all is a parrot like this lives an unbelievably long time. We're talking 50, 60 years. They are a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
He's a marabou stork, and when you watch him fly over, yeah, look at that wingspan. He's got around an 11-foot wingspan.
Yeah, talking about adaptations, the tools these animals have, that sharp beak is one of their most important because it's going to help them eat their favorite foods. They are interested in free food. If you're a stork, that is the animals that are dead that other predators have left behind. They are scavengers, kind of like vultures. It's an essential job. We like to call it nature's cleanup crew.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I love sharing birds like that with all of you. The storks, like Josh said, nature recyclers, they're so important in their environment. But not just storks like that, vultures, and there's so many other bird species like that one right there on that platform. That's a crown crane. They eat bugs out in Africa. And this is Fraser crane.
Yeah. You want to call for down for the first time?
Well, you go Fraser and put on the stage. I'm going to let you take over.
No, come on, last show of the day.
I don't
Let's
know.
give it a shot.
Yeah, well, you know what happened last time.
I do. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Listen, what could possibly go wrong? Thank you. Who said nothing? Thank you, Grayson. Yes, nothing. Come on.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
I'm
gonna go.
Context. Yeah.
What happens?
This will be the first time
Fraser.
flies down for Dave.
Fraser.
So cool. If you go this way. Fraser. Okay.
See?
Yeah, Fraser is flying.
It worked. I can't believe it. Do you think it was the hat?
The hat was for us. I think the relationship building is what paid off. You've been spending so much time building up your relationship with this bird, and it has finally paid off. Honestly, kind of a vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the hat is very silly, and it is not how we train our birds. Spoiler alert. But the relationship building part of that whole thing is a very real thing, and the whole reason we are even up here so we can kind of all zoom out together and think about the collective relationship that every single person in this theater shares with the natural world and all of the animals that live out there.
Everybody, this is Hope. And Hope, when she was younger, she was unfortunately injured out in the wild, unable to take care of herself, and because of that, Hope was deemed non-releasable. Come here, live with us, and be an ambassador for her species. And that proved really important because bald eagles like Hope, they were having a tough time out in the wild. Their numbers were actually dropping so low, it was feared that future generations wouldn't be able to see majestic birds like that out in wild places.
He's back from the brink of extinction.
Exactly. People like all of you helped out the bald eagle so much, their numbers skyrocketed, all the way to the point that the bald eagle was officially taken off of the endangered species list.
Yeah, and it's important to be reminded of that impact because there are still many animals out there in wild places that could use a hand, kind of like these birds. This is a blue-throated macaw. His name is Walker.
Blue-throated macaws are actually one of the rarest macaw species in the wild right now. There are birds out there with their own unique stories, not just a blue-throated macaw or bald eagle, but birds like this one right here, a tundra toucan,
Like Brew the knobbed hornbill, Michael the intern, or animals in your local parks and backyards. Just get outside, explore nature, and you might find a new favorite animal.
That's right. On behalf of us, especially our feathered friends, we want to leave you all with one final wish.
May your hearts take flight and your spirits soar forever. Thank you all for hanging out with us here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
All right, it's currently 3:56, so that takes about 30 minutes. Now, leaving. What a good show. Really fun show. All right, that was the show here in Animal Kingdom called Feathered Friends in Flight. It's a really, really good show. No, you don't like birds, but it's still a cool show to see. They do fly over you though, so just be aware of that it can be a little scary. But my parents enjoyed it. That was their first time seeing it, and it's fun. Fun for all. Hope you enjoyed it. With that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.